Hello everyone, good evening to all of you. I can see right now we have only one student who is here, and I believe students are still joining. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear me and see me properly. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening once again. All good? You are able to hear me and see me? Thank you so much. I got a green light that now I can start, we can begin. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. I hope same is there with all of you. You guys are keeping well, keeping safe. And this session today is a very important session because I cannot tell you how many times this question I have received in my classes, special class, plus class, over my Telegram channel. Ma'am, what can we do to improve reading speed? We know how to read. We are reading daily. We are reading newspaper daily. Everything we are doing, but speed is something. It's the area where we are still struggling. So that is the complaint which I have been getting a lot from students, and I'm gonna take this point today in this session for all of you. Okay, Sharma Ji, that's your username. I'm so sorry to know that. I mean, I think we even cannot help it out. Just put a word across support team. If you're not able to use this net, then there has to be some other way. Okay, just let support team know this is the issue going on. I think they can give you a solution. Okay, yes, fine. Quickly update your friends that the class has begun, and you can subscribe the channel if you haven't done till now, and hit the bell icon also so that you keep getting all the updates. We do have a Telegram channel where we keep on posting PDFs of sessions which we take here. If you haven't joined it yet, again the link is in description box. Make sure that you join it. I can see so many of you, but I cannot see how the number that is not displaying over here. Anyways, keep joining, keep sharing, keep liking, and by that time, let me give you some updates. My two courses are right now live, they are ongoing. One is for SBI PO Pre. This is a practice course for prelims level practice is what we are doing over here. And the other course, it's comparatively a fresher course. This course we started on 4th of May, and it's still going on. Daily we do new questions. Here I am taking a crisp course. Revision purpose is there. Okay, it is not to take you in a comprehensive manner through whatever is there in English grammar, but it's a crash course for revision purpose where we are doing English grammar, we are doing topic wise points, and we are practicing topic wise. Okay, so this is what is happening under subscription plan. Other thing is for those, I know many of you have come here because you don't understand Hindi and this session is in English. In my free courses, there are many courses which are in English explanation. Check it out. Just go on my courses, and there is this option of free courses. Here you will get so many options where explanation is in English. I have given courses on free courses on vocabulary, error detection practice, then some idioms, phrasal verbs I have taken in Hindi also, in English also. So if you want to do something extra, you want a good collection, you can find it in my free courses. And special classes, I'll update you. So plan for this week. Special classes we have planned on 21st, 2nd, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. 6:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. So there are two classes on Friday. This is Friday 22nd, and 23rd is Saturday, and rest Thursday and Sunday it is going to be 6:30 only, right? Okay, okay. Yeah, there is some problem over here where I cannot see how many of you are here, but when you guys are texting something, when you guys are commenting something, so I can understand that you are here. Make sure you are doing it, right? um there is problem, it is not that smooth to take RCs over here. I can try taking it in special classes, but taking RC on YouTube, that is a bit inconvenient for me, for students as well, I believe. This is the reason why I don't take RCs over here. Comparatively, they are lengthier. Right now also you will see. I have taken one example over here. I have taken one example over here today to show you how you can do it. But the whole thing is, guys, that it will take full screen, and today I had to keep it in 3 slides. This is like prelim length RC, which I have taken today. In a while, I will be showing you that. But I could not have taken it just in 1 slide or 2 slides. I had to divide it into 3. And then there is one question also, which is in the 4th slide. So this is a huge issue when it comes to this interface of YouTube. Yeah. If I keep it in 3 slides, students will forget what they read in first one. That is there, no? Anyways, let's come to today's topic. Okay, so reading speed. When I am telling you things about your reading, it is not just about RC. Okay, when you hear this word reading speed, you are reading your question, you are reading error detection question, you are reading close test, you are reading RC, you are reading your reasoning or quant question in English. That is also a possibility. You are reading instruction. So all together, how good you are in reading, how well you are understanding, and how quickly you are understanding. Both of these factors should be taken care of. So your understanding should be good enough. You should not miss out on some points, and your timing. Okay, that is your speed. This should be also good. Now, everything starts with your practice. The first thing which we see is how much time are you dedicating in practicing, how much you are practicing. Okay, that matters a lot. Practice in the sense when you are taking some time out, when you are reading editorial, when you are reading let's say an article, any English news is there, when you are even reading subtitles. Okay, you should have a habit where you are paying full attention and reading things quickly. Sometimes what happened, we know we have our newspaper in our hands these days online. Okay, of course we are not getting hard copies, so these days it's online. We sit for 1 hour, we sit for half an hour covering only 2 articles of the Hindu. Most of my students, I think this is what they are doing, because they have to understand English, they have to understand vocabulary, they have to understand the summary kind of a thing out of it. You cannot do that always. Your practice should be exam oriented. Just keep following me, okay? So your practice should be exam oriented. In your exam, when you get to see a question, will you be getting your sweet time to read each and everything and maybe doing multitasking at the same time? You won't get it, guys. So be practical. Your practice should be smart practice, just like you would read in your exam. And a very good way to practice is through subtitles. Okay, subtitles. You see, there are many English news channels, documentaries, movies, short movies which are in English, and they are available on YouTube. You don't have to go here and there. Even let's say, for example, you are watching a documentary that is on Net Geo. You have this option of subtitles. Subtitles are given, and subtitles help you to read that particular part very quickly, because you won't get to see it anymore once that dialogue is changing. Once there is a new line, you will get a new subtitle. You cannot pause and read one subtitle, one line, then again play, and then again do the same thing, repeating the same process. So one very good trick, I would say, to increase your speed, because this will compel you, this will push you, this will make you to read that particular sentence or maybe two sentences as quick as possible. And this is a way I can suggest for those students who are facing problem in understanding at the same time reading in a given period of time. I hope you are following me. Can you just all say something over here in the comment section? I just need to see how many of you are here. It is showing only one, and I'm like wondering how come only one is there. Let's come to things one by one. Right now we are focusing on speed, and I have just mentioned one point. Subtitles that will help you in exercising your speed. Okay, so this is just one thing, but it would be good if you guys can let me know that you are here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think there is some disturbance because of YouTube thing, not network or something else. It's something internal related to YouTube. Anyways, first thing, speed. You will get help when you go through subtitles, right? So this is a good way, an interesting way to boost your speed. Second thing is, whatsoever is the domain which you are finding hard to understand. For many, it is something that is related to finance. Correct me if I'm wrong. Related to economy, okay? Economy, finance related articles, finance related paragraphs, closed tests, etc. People find it very hard to comprehend in one go. So guys, make sure that you read more material related to this genre, related to this domain. Try to catch more news which talks about how economy is doing, opinion of experts on economic condition of the country. Then you can go through some innovative kind of articles where they teach you, okay, about marketing, trading. So these are very informative articles. They teach people how they should invest, where they should invest. Not that you want to invest, but just to get an idea of the kind of vocabulary used in this kind of domain. This is very necessary. Challenge yourself, okay? Challenge yourself, guys, because okay. Thank you. Challenge yourself and check out for yourself whether you need help in one category only or it is everywhere where you are lacking in speed. If there is something that is based on environment, something based on technology, something based on poverty, corruption kind of issues, okay, or a disaster, I don't think you will take that much of time if I compare it with time you are taking to read an article related to finance. This is the difference. Why? Because we don't like reading anything related to finance unless and until we are forced to do it. This is what you have to do on your own. Start reading more articles related to your challenging the topic which you find most difficult. That kind of challenging topic should be the one which you are reading more and more. So in your free time, when you are sitting, you target on those topics which will help you build your English, build your reading speed. Okay, so now we are done with 2 points. Practice, I have told you just one way to practice. Then second is your category, as in finance is what I feel is always a problem with most of the students. But the category which you feel that this is not for me, maybe there is a person, they find medical related articles or health related articles tough, so you do that. Some find articles related to legal proceedings and everything which is judicial, they find those articles tough. So whatever category is challenging for you, make sure you do it more, right? Yeah. Coming to the third point. Okay, I think if I write third point over here, it will be okay. I'll write it over here. Third point is you should not translate. Okay, I would write it as no translation. what happens? We start or we try translating things in our mother tongue when we read anything. This is a general reading thing I'm talking about, general reading pattern I'm talking about. So you should start trying to understand things in English itself. Okay, try to understand tense. From tense you try to understand what thing happened. Was it a good thing? Was that a bad thing? Is it going in positive note? Is it going in negative tone? All those things will help you. Okay, stop translating in your mother tongue. It could be Hindi, it could be Marathi, it could be Bengali, it could be Tamil, it could be Telugu, whatever it is. Stop doing that. In English, the relationship which is there between words, it's little bit different. Context is also different. So start understanding things in English itself. It's a very small point but very helpful, and if you start practicing things in English itself, you will see a change. I bet you will see a change. So third point is no translation. Fourth one is don't break the flow, guys. Okay. That is, let's say you come across a word that is a brand new word for you, that is a brand new vocabulary for you. In your exam, if this kind of a situation comes, will you be picking up your dictionary, opening Google and searching it? I don't think so, right? I mean, why you are making this a habit? First reading should always be a reading where you are glancing at that article and taking as much as you can. There are times when you don't get 100%. There are times when I cannot understand 100% of everything written over there in front of me. Maybe that thing is new for me. But at least I can understand gist of it. I can understand some highlighted things which are mentioned in the article. The main focus should be that your flow should not break. I will tell you how. I will explain you, Sanam. So what happens is, for example, I am reading something. Okay. So let's say first paragraph, 2 lines are done, and then I'm on third line. And in this third line, there is a very hard word. I cannot even pronounce it in my head. It is that kind of a word. Okay. I will be there. I will be stuck there, and this will hinder my understanding. You should just skip the word and try to understand the whole sentence. Okay, try to understand the whole sentence, whole thought. Again, the thing is, you are not translating, so you should, it's not necessary for you to know each and every word. You can simply go on reading. Don't break that flow of reading. Don't get stuck over there. Continue reading in one go, one shot. That is, you are taking a glance at that given piece of content. Okay, I hope you are understanding. Ayushi, this is a very good way. Thank you for sharing. You can use a timer, and that will help you to keep a record of your speed. Okay, if it is not happening, then also it's okay, but it's a very good way to keep a check on your reading speed. Okay, yeah, I'll show you. So practice category selection, no translation, don't break the flow. Now I'll show you one passage over here, and I'll try demonstrating you the mistakes which students do. Now the first sentence over here is like, it starts from between and it ends over here. The second one starts here, ends here, and this one, it starts here and ends here. There are some lengthy sentences, there are some short sentences, and some are okay-ish in length. Length of a sentence matters a lot. Why? Because if you don't know where full stop is, you won't be able to complete the meaning, to understand the complete meaning of a sentence. Okay. So here, I'll take your questions, guys. Let's do this thing. You have some queries. Please save it for the last part of this video, and I'll give you time to ask. But let me show you something over here. One way, there is one student reading. Okay. Between a 10th and a third of the jobs in Britain are at risk of being automated away, depending on which survey or well-informed guess you believe. Now this is not the right way. This will never give you speed. Stop this monologue. What is monologue? Right now, if I am quiet, there will be no purpose of this video. I need to speak. मुझे बोलना होगा. I need to speak. Then only I can convey my thoughts to you. But when you are there, you don't have to speak it out. You just need to read it in your mind. There should be no monologue. Okay. So what do? You just try taking a glance at one sentence and whatever you can take it from it. Don't try pronouncing each and every word in your mind. It should not be that dialogue going on in your mind. Even if you are not reading it loud, some people do that. I have seen some students develop habit of lip sync. We don't have to do it, guys. It will slow you down. So what I need to do is, in Hindi we say nazar marna ek cheez par. So what you do is, okay, in my mind what I am doing, I will try to convey that to you. I will see between, okay, 10/3 of jobs at risk. There are certain words, and these are the words, my eyes will be on these words and I'll understand what the line is saying. Should social workers be among them? Okay, now I can connect this point. It might seem that the particular and personal skills of social work are of a nature. I don't have to complete each and every pronunciation. I don't have to go through each and every of, are, all these are supporting me to understand. If I take a really good time in completing every pronunciation, every word over here, it will slow me down. So this is a very big thing, which is, or I should not say which is, but which might be hindering your speed. I hope you are understanding. It's hard for me to convey because what is going in my mind, it is in my mind, okay, and what I speak is a different thing. Now I'll give you one more example of flow. Let's say for someone, machinery is a new word. I know you all know the meaning, but still, let's imagine. Machinery is a new word, and let's imagine we have another new word, which is artificial intelligence. Okay, let's say in this first paragraph, these two things are new things for me. So if I'm reading, but from the point of view of an economist, there are part of the machinery, the machinery. I should not get stuck over here. If I'm unable to understand, quickly go across and continue reading. Because one word in your RC, especially in your RC, will not be the deciding word whether you have understood your RC or not. So make sure that you are not stopping anywhere, not taking a long pause, but you continue reading. Where you have to take a pause? Where you have to take a pause? You have to take it here. Pranshu, I have an answer for you. Okay. So suppose machinery is a keyword. You are unable to read it. You are unable to understand it. But if the same word comes in your question, you know that you have read that word in first para. So you will come to this point, right? You will come to this point only. You won't search for this word over here or in other paragraphs. Ultimately, it is helping you. Even if you don't know the meaning, you know where to search for that answer, if that is your keyword, right? So this way or that way, it has become helpful for you. Now guys, try the way of creating a roadmap in your mind. Okay, what is this roadmap? Try to break it down into some bullet points. So this is my first paragraph. This is my second paragraph. Or we can get 5 paragraphs, 6 paragraphs in our exam. Okay, that can happen. So what you will do? You try to summarize this whole paragraph in one point which you have understood. So I will give you some time right now. I will give you a couple of seconds. Just read this one paragraph from between till reliable. Go through this one, okay? And in one line, try to mention what is the main thing this paragraph is talking about. Okay? It should not be a copy-paste line. Think and tell me, just go through it quickly. It should hardly take 20 seconds and tell me what have you understood. What is one thing this paragraph is conveying. Okay? We can do this activity, guys. Come on, be quick. I'm expecting you guys to answer. Quick, guys. Okay. Mm-hmm. Express it in one line. I'm gonna read for you, but I want you guys to express what you have understood in one line. Short, small, short line would do. Okay? Just try to mention it over here. I'll read. Between a tenth and a third of jobs. I don't need to remember. I don't need to retain this point that third is there, tenth is there, ninth is there. I just need to understand that there is a certain percentage of jobs in Britain which are at risk of being automated away, depending on which survey or well informed guess you believe. So the starting itself talks about jobs in Britain are at risk. So in this line, highlighted point is this: jobs in Britain are at risk. Should social workers be among them? Second point that should catch my eyesight should be social workers. I'm talking in context of social workers. It might seem that particular and personal skills of social work are of a nature that could never be replaced by a machine, but from the point of view of an economist, they are part of the machinery to provide help in the most cost effective way. So here there is an argument going on. In the second line, what I understand is that social work is like is of nature that it could not be replaced by a machine. But then economists, they think differently. This involves judgment. Okay, this involves judgment, which families need, what kind of help most urgently, and that kind of classification is one of the things that various forms of AI promise to do better and more quickly than unaided human beings. So here again, argument is being made by the author. So this why we are saying that social work is not something that machine can manage, because a judgment is required. How much need is required, to which family, to which extent we can help. All I need to understand is a general idea that social work, doing social work, it requires lots of emotions also, and judgment also, and wisdom also, and a machine cannot replace. This is one side of this argument. It involves the ability to detect significance in a mass of confusing information, often in ways that are hard to explain. Faculty that in humans is called intuition. Intuition is mentioned over here, next highlighted word. When computers do it, it is called machine learning, other highlighted word. In neither case is it wholly reliable. So this passage is closing that whether it is intuition or machine learning, we cannot rely on anything completely. 100% reliability guarantee we are not getting in case of human beings doing social work, or AI doing, machine is doing that social work. Okay. In short, if you ask me, that what I can take from this first paragraph, I would say social worker, machine learning or machine, social worker, machine learning, and how human jobs done by human in Britain are at risk. Nothing more than that. Rest everything is explanation. How and why and where things are happening. Main points, bullet points here are first about social workers. Then author is saying that whether it is machine learning or intuition, we cannot depend completely on any of them, and that is till now what author has written. I hope you are getting some connectivity over here, as in you can connect the dots. I'll just go through it. Social worker is better than no, Ayushi, this is not what is given over here. Ma'am, when I read fast, Namrata, I'll come to that point. Difference between machine and man. Okay, machine can help. It is in context of social work. As of now, in this paragraph, it is about social work done by human being, social work done by machine. So, in short, also you can convey this point also. Okay, but the context is this. Now, Okay, very good, Ayushi. One line you mentioned. I'm just going through your comment and then I'll come back to this one. Yeah. So this is what you have done. Taken a point. Okay. So there is this thing. Second one, you don't have to do. I'll do it for you. The augmentation or replacement of social workers. Now I know the meaning of augmentation, but let's say I am a student and I don't know the meaning of augmentation. My subconscious mind will already know that augmentation is given over here. If question comes related to it, I will search it over here, otherwise no use. So replacement of social workers with machine learning is the possibility raised by by a report that 5 English councils are training software which will help to pick out families, children in need of intervention. It is not the only danger of the projects. There are obvious problems around informed consent as far back as 2012. Again, there is a person who took the view that demanding. Now, people can get stuck over here. They would want to pronounce it in their mind. Dame Louis Casey. I don't have to do. It's a person. Let's move ahead. Continue reading. Took the view that demanding informed consent for the use of the relevant data damage society as a whole and particularly its most vulnerable members. This is not what the Guardian believes, nor after the GDPR is it what the law allows. Something is given over here. Roughly, I can say that how things will go ahead, how replacing social workers with machine learning is acting out. That is what it is given in the second paragraph. Okay, if question is coming from this region, this area, if it is related to this Dame Lois Casey, I will search my answer here, I'll get my answer. So from first para I see there is this comparison, social work to be done by human or machine. Second one, how this replacement is gonna work out. So it's easy, guys. You just should have a roadmap in your mind. Roadmap is what? First para talks about this, second talks about this, third this, fourth that. And when you read your question, you know where to search your answer. That is the way you should be doing it. Okay. So yes, augmentation, yeah, it means spike, it means increment. That is the meaning of augmentation. Intuition means you work on the intuition, like what you feel strongly inside you to do. Sometimes it is, you know the right thing, your heart will talk to you that do this, this is right. That is your intuition, sixth sense kind of a thing. Okay, but not exactly sixth sense. So that is the way, if you practice doing this, you will see a difference. Okay, so I have given you some pointers over here. Try to have a roadmap in your mind. Try not to break your flow. Try to read more those things which are tough for you. Those categories, those subjects which are tough for you. Invest more time in reading it. Also, guys, read whenever it is possible. Don't have a special time. You know one thing, our brain is like, if you develop a habit of doing something at 9 o'clock, okay, so your brain will be very active towards that thing at 9 o'clock only. Now you have your paper, your exam is in third shift, okay. That is not the time your brain is ready to accept what you have been doing at 9 o'clock in the morning. So try not to be very specific when it comes to reading. Be flexible with respect to your timings. Be flexible with respect to the choices you are making when you are reading something. And all these things together will help you guys out. Okay. So that's there. Ayushi, you will have to practice it, Baba. All these things will come only with practice. You cannot think that you are doing 2-3 times and there you go. Now you are pro at reading. This cannot happen. There are people, and I am also there. I also have a certain limit. I need to go beyond that limit when it comes to reading. So I am also challenging myself these days. I keep on doing that. So it's a process. It's not something that like an allopathic medicine or something. No, that you take it and then quickly you get the result. It has this homeopathic kind of effect attached to it. Slow but good. So that is what we have with RC. You can make pointers if it is necessary. Otherwise, I mean, if you put more time in writing down things, it can become again time killing thing for you. Try to not go in that direction. You all are grown ups, you all are mature enough to retain things in your mind. Just you have to be selective. You should not be focusing on retaining everything in front of you. Just be selective. Some major points, try to take those points in your mind, and then don't panic. Half of the things you forget because you are in panic, you are in pressure, you are feeling that anxiousness, nervousness. So just keep all things aside, full focus, and that's again something which is going to help you in retaining best possible, most of the possible things, right? Yeah, so that happens. That is there. So Azhagan, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, pardon me. That's true. Okay, fine. So we are done here, guys. I just wanted to demonstrate it. Ultimately, the true demonstration is like here, going inside the mind. I hope I have helped you with something today and put it into practice. Try it for 1 week, at least 1 week, 10 days, 7 to 10 days, and I bet you will see a change. Okay. Yeah, so yes, any of you who is interested in getting subscription, you can think of it now. We even have IBPS PO clerk results out, so we are expecting to see more activity when it comes to government exams and all. Whatever it is, you should be prepared. Don't wait for notifications and all. Don't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Start your practice from today. Use this code for additional 10% off. This is link of my Telegram, not link, the name of my Telegram channel and Facebook page, the English workbook. Here you will get all the updates. I will try to come up with more activities if it is possible, reading activities, okay? And this should help you, okay? Okay. So for those who were saying that you can read quickly but then you forget, I have one answer for you guys, and then I will end the session. So try again doing something where you can select important things to retain. Don't try to retain proper nouns because it is harder than to understand a thought. The whole thought, that idea behind that particular paragraph, try to retain that main point, okay? Not the other points which are attached to that main point. That you can later on figure it out. If a question comes, then you can see where it was done, how it was done, and all those details are not that important. Main thing which is addressed, it is important. So focus on that, okay? Thank you so much, guys. And yes, once again, I don't think PDF is required of today's session. It was more of a demonstration for all of you. But whenever we do practice, you do get PDFs, and you know you will be getting it on Telegram channel of Unacademy. We'll be seeing you later. From tomorrow onwards, once again showing you all our practice sessions apart from this one. This one is editorial session, but on 21st, 22nd and 23rd, all these sessions, they are practice sessions. From tomorrow onwards, be here, Unacademy special classes, free classes, where you will be getting good amount of practice. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Take care.